Hi friends, how are you? In this video we are going to learn about the respiratory acidosis. In previous video we learned about the metabolic acidosis. Okay, coming to this respiratory acidosis. The respiratory acidosis is a condition where there is decreased excretion of carbon dioxide resulting in increased partial pressure of CO2. Etiopathogenesis. The respiratory acidosis occurs in conditions that depress respiratory centers, affects the respiratory apparatus, and in some other causes. Conditions that depress respiratory centers. What are the conditions that depress the respiratory centers? First is drugs such as narcotics and barbiturate, CNS infections like encephalitis, meningitis, and coma due to cerebrovascular damage. These are the conditions that depress the respiratory centers. Once again, drugs like narcotics, barbiturates, and CNS infections like encephalitis, meningitis, coma due to the cerebrovascular damage. Conditions that affect respiratory. We discuss about the depressions of respiratory centers. This is the that affect the respiratory apparatus. Okay, conditions that affect respiratory apparatus. The common examples are chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Chronic obstructive, that means flowing of air obstructed by some disorders of pulmonary. Okay. The common examples are chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, severe asthma, adult respiratory syndrome, chest wall deformity. These are the causes that affect respiratory apparatus. Once again, common examples are chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, severe asthma, adult respiratory syndrome, chest wall deformity. Other causes are the respiratory acidosis also occur in extreme obesity, sleep apnea syndrome, abdominal distension as in severe ascites etc. Other causes are extreme obesity, sleep apnea syndrome, abdominal distension. Okay. Respiratory acidosis is an imperative situation and body immediately employs the buffer system to bring down increased level of carbon dioxide. The buffers decrease the partial pressure of CO2 and raise the level of bicarbonate ions. Coming to the equation, CO2 reacts with the water and forms the H plus and HCO3 minus. As the partial pressure of CO2 is more, the production of bicarbonate is more. The acid released in the form of H plus is buffered largely by hemoglobin and the protein buffers. In the early phase, this could be a transient metabolic alkalosis due to the overproduction of bicarbonate ion with a short span of time. Once again, as the partial pressure of CO2 is more, the production of bicarbonate is more. The acid released in the form of H plus is buffered largely by hemoglobin and the protein buffers. The H plus formed is buffered by hemoglobin as well as protein buffers. In the early phase, this could cause a transient metabolic alkalosis due to overproduction of bicarbonate ion within a short span of time. Okay. Next, renal compensation. The renal mechanism causes increased body acid excretion, ammonia formation and reclamation of bicarbonate ions. However, it gets activated in 6 to 12 hours and reaches its peak action in 2 to 3 days. Once again, renal compensation, renal mechanism causes increased body acid excretion, ammonia formation, because it is the respiratory. We are talking about the acidosis. To compensate this, we have to excrete acid and formation of base and the reclamation of base. Okay, that's here also that's happening in renal mechanisms. Increased body acid excretion, ammonia is a base formation, and reclamation of bicarbonate ions, these are also base. However, it gets activated in 6 to 12 hours. It takes how much time? It's activated by renal mechanism takes more time. It takes for activation 6 to 12 hours and it reaches the peak action in 2 to 3 days. Okay, how many hours it takes for activating? 6 to 12. To reach the peak action, it takes how many days? 2 to 3 days. Okay, respiratory compensation. Increased partial pressure of carbon dioxide stimulates the respiratory centers. If partial pressure of CO2 increases, it stimulates respiratory centers, thus cause hyperventilation. It leads to increase in respiratory rate and depth, which is not possible if the respiratory defect itself is the reason for respiratory acidosis. Okay. If generally in our body partial pressure of CO2 is increased, it causes hyperventilation for the expulsion of CO2 from our body. If the acidosis occurs in our body mainly due to the respiratory defect, this increase in respiratory rate and depth is not possible for occurring for neutralizing the acidosis. So, with the expansion of CO2 from the system, the rate of HCO3 minus 2 partial pressure of CO2 increases and pH returns to normal. In this time, increase in the ratio of bicarbonate ions to partial pressure of CO2 for the retention of pH to normal. In next video, we are going to learn about the metabolic alkalosis. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe. Thank you.